Hi everyone, welcome to Drawing Hub. This is Sanjana, and in this video we'll be discussing about objectives of firms of industrial economics and foreign trade. In the previous video we have discussed about production possibility curves (PPC), and in this video we are going for objectives of firms. Okay, so now we have 5 objectives of firms. Okay, what are those 5 objectives of firms? We'll go through that one by one. Okay, our first objective is why do we have these firms? That is the question. Okay, so we have the firm for 5 reasons, and those 5 reasons is what I'll be discussing now. First one is profit maximization. I want maximum profit. That is my need. Second one is sales maximization. Okay, I want maximum profit. If I need maximum profit, then my sales should be more. Okay, so I need more sales. Then increased market share or market dominance. Market share. Okay, we'll be dealing with these individually in detail. Okay, increased market share. So my market share should be more. So what are the objectives of firms? That's what we are looking now. And social or environmental concerns. Social and environmental concerns are there. Okay, if it causes some sort of issues or something like that. And then cooperatives. Okay, again, cooperatives, we have so many divisions to learn inside that. So these are the 5 objectives of firms: profit maximization, sales maximization, increased market share or market dominance, and social or environmental concerns, and finally cooperatives. So first one, what is profit maximization? Profit maximization. What is profit maximization? Okay. See, we want maximum profit. Everyone wants maximum profit, and that's the reason what they're running for. Okay. So higher profit. What does higher profit means? That is shareholders inside a market, how much, that is for each individual, how much they give the share. So if I have 1% of share for a particular product or in a particular business, if I'm having 1% share means how much will I get? See, let us say it is for 100 rupees. We'll go for small things. Small amounts. Okay, then 1% share means in this 100 rupees, if I'm getting a profit of 100 rupees, I will get 1% of it. That is, I will get 1 rupee. Right now, if I have 10%, then I'll get 10 rupees. That is, it is definitely more than 1 rupee, right? So that is shareholder. Shareholding means how much we are getting, how much we have. Okay, so for a share, when I get maximum profit, so if this is increased to, if this 100 rupees is increased to 200, that is my profit now is 200 rupees of the company. The profit of the company is 200 rupees. Then 1% of 200 means how much? 2 rupees, right? So it is more than 1 rupee. So I got 1 rupee extra. So when the profit is maximized, as for the shareholders, when the profit is maximized, the share that the person gets, the share that the individual gets will also be increased. So higher dividends for shareholders. That is first thing. Higher dividends for the shareholders. Okay. Now, more profit can be used to finance research and development. So if I get more and more profit means I can give that, I can contribute it for more research and development. Why? If I contribute that for research and development, I can then again increase my profit. Okay, that is second one. With this profit, I can give that, I can contribute it for finance, research and development and things. Okay. And higher profit makes the firm less vulnerable to take over. If I'm having more profit means, if I'm going in loss, okay, suppose I am going in loss, my company is going in loss, then what will happen? Others will be like, oh, this is the right time to take it. So they will make advantages, they'll take advantages of me, right? And they'll take my company for a lower rate because I'm going in loss. They know that I can't handle it anymore. So they will buy it for a lower rate. So it is more vulnerable for takeover if I am going in loss. So if I am going in profit means they can't do anything, right? Next, higher profit enables higher salary for workers. The workers will also get higher salary if I'm having profit. Okay, so it is a positive thing for everyone who comes under the firm. So profit maximization, why do the firm is looking forward for maximum profit is because higher dividends for shareholders. More profit means they can use them for research. What research means? Finance research. Okay, fine. I can use that for finance research and development. Then higher profit makes the firm less vulnerable to take over, and higher profit enables higher salary for workers. Then comes sales maximization. So, and my next objective is sales maximization. What is sales maximization? Firms often seek to increase their market share. Okay. Firms often seek to increase their market share even if it means less profit. So we have different reasons why for a firm why they are looking for more market share. See, if I am having 5% of a market share, and whether it is going in profit or not, I have to know the statistics. So then I'll be like, I want to increase my market share in that. I can increase it to 10%. So that means if the firm is going in profit, then I get 10% of the share. Okay. Now increased market share increases. Okay. So if my market share is more, say I am having more than 40% of the share, that means my monopoly power is increasing and may enable the firm to put up prices and make more profit in the long run. So one thing is, in short run I might have losses, but in long run I'll have profit. That's why I have to sacrifice in the sense of short term. So monopoly will be increased if I have more market share in that particular firm. Then managers prefer to work for bigger companies as it leads to greater prestige and higher salaries. Okay, now prestige is something which at least some people will be looking. That is, most of the people will be like, okay, I'm working in a bigger company, I have lots of share and things. Okay, so that means managers do prefer to work for higher companies. It is, psychology of human beings. So greater prestige, and then I'll get bigger salary. So that's what I want. Higher salaries is what I'm expecting, right? Every person, that's every individual, that's what their aim is, to get more salary, to increase their welfare, and to increase the standard of living. So prestige is also something which comes under the sales maximization. Okay, that is the reason why the person wants to increase the sales. Okay, increasing market share may force rivals out of business. So again, if I am increasing my percentage of the share market, if I'm in the market share, if I'm increasing my percentage, and there might be some small people who will be contributing like 1% or 2%, like that small people will be there. So if I am increasing my market share, I have right now I have say 52% of the market share. Okay, of course I'll be the monopoly over here, and then the small people, these guy can get them out of it. So that is one thing. So increasing the market share may force rivals out of the business. Then I have the long run profit maximization. Long run profit maximization means if we look in terms of the short run profit, in short term they might not get good profit, they might go in loss and things, but in order to get profit in the long run, they will have to sacrifice the same thing that I've told you before. I have to invest I have to invest heavily in the new capacity firms. So I might go in loss in the short run, but I'll get higher profits in the future, and that's what I'm looking forward for. So higher profit in the future. Then we have social or environmental concerns. Okay, social or environmental concerns. So a firm may incur extra expense. So a firm might have to give extra expense when when it is choosing a product that might harm environment or products, and then it cannot be tested on animals and things. So we have to look, when a firm is being there, it have to look all these things. It should not harm the environment, it should not be tested on animals, so extra expense have to be spent on such things. So they have to look forward for all these things. And also firms may be concerned about, they also have to look forward for the local community, the charitable concerns and all those things. So some firms may also adopt social or environmental concern as part of their branding. So that is also required. Now, so this can ultimately help profitability as a brand becomes more attractive to consumers. Ultimately, they want to attract the consumers. That is what they want, and for that they are using the social or environmental concerns. They'll tell we do not harm the environment, or our product is very eco-friendly, we do not test this on animals, it is really good, and things like that, just to attract the consumers. Then we have cooperatives. So this cooperative is run to maximize the welfare of all the stakeholders. So this is cooperatives is for the welfare of the stakeholders. Okay, for the stakeholders, that is especially for the workers and people. So any profit the cooperative makes will be shared amongst all the members. So if there is any profit, so there will be a group of people inside. So any profit is made inside this cooperative means everyone will be getting it. Everyone will get the profit. And if there is any laws or if there is any debt, that also everyone will get. Okay, it's like that. So what is firm and its type? Okay, we have certain types. A firm is for profit business organization. So a firm means, okay, a firm, we are establishing a firm for profit. Okay, it is for profit. It is for profit business organizations. So there we can have lots of firms are there. We'll go through it, like sole proprietorship, then LLC, then partnership, corporation. We have so many types like that. First we'll go with sole proprietorship. Sole proprietor. These are all different firms, types of firms. Okay, sole proprietorship. Okay, now this is a very simple and most common form of business ownership. So sole proprietorship, what does that mean? So there is only one person, and this person will be getting the whole profit. Whatever business that person is getting, that firm is getting, everything will go to one particular person, and the business existence is entirely dependent on the owner's decision. So owner here, it is sole. So owner here is the prime person. Whatever he does, it will be based on that the business is running. So whatever his decision is, that will be the fine. In case if the owner dies, then the business also is dead along with it. Now then, what are the advantages? Okay, we have advantages and disadvantages for the sole proprietorship. Advantage means everything, all the profit goes to the owner. Okay, profit, everything goes to the owner. And then the person do not have to regulate for the proprietorship, so very little regulations will only be there, and owners have total flexibility when running the business. So it is based, everything is based on what owner is telling. So if the owner wants to change something to something else, then it is based on the owner. The people have to, obviously the subordinates definitely have to listen because it's based on him. Okay, share, everything goes to him. Okay, now very few requirements for starting, often only a business. Okay, requirements are also not required, not much requirements are required. Only things like business license and few things are only required in order to go for a sole proprietorship. That is sole proprietorship. But similarly, they also have disadvantages. Just like advantages, they also have disadvantage. That is, in case if there is any debt, owner is the only person, and he is liable 100% for all the business debts. And also equity is limited to the owner's personal resources. Okay, everything is based on whatever the owner have, personal resources. And then in case if the owner wants to transfer his ownership to someone else, that is a very difficult process. It's very difficult for the owner to transfer his proprietorship. And then there is nothing called as personal income or business income inside this sole proprietorship, because whatever he is getting is everything whatever profit he is getting, that is personal. Whatever debt he is having, that is also personal. Also, it is related to business. So there is no distinction between personal and business income. That is about sole proprietorship. Then after sole proprietorship, we have partnership. In sole proprietorship, only one person is there. So here in partnership, what will it be? So here in partnership, there are two types. Okay, they have general and limited. We'll be looking about general. Okay, first. Okay, see, we'll going for general partnership. So here, two owners will be there. In general means this is owner number 1 and this is owner number 2. So two owners will be there in, or we can take like that. Okay, now so they both have to invest in what all things, everything, let it be money, let it be property, labor, etc. Whatever things, all the factors of production, okay, whatever is needed, they both will be contributing onto it. And they, in case if there is any debt, they both are equally responsible. They both are equally liable for all the business debts. In other words, even if you invest, see, suppose this person 2, this owner 2 is only contributing some 30% for this firm, but then also he will be 100% liable if there is any debts. Okay, he is responsible for that whole firm. Now, there is no such sort of formal agreement or anything, and it can be either in a verbal form or just even implied between the two business owners. It's not nothing formal, nothing like a formal agreement or anything is there inside this. So now, what are the advantages of this partnership type? Okay, here shared resources provide more capital for the business. So two people are being involved in this. So their resources, shared resources, will provide more capital. They will get more capital for the business because two people are involved. Each partner shares the total profits of the company. So whatever profit is they are getting in this firm, they will be getting it in an equal amount, or they in an equal, or they can share it according to their whatever agreement they are having in between them. According to that, they can distribute it. Similar flexibility and simple design of a proprietorship. So it is having a simple design and it is having flexibility just like a sole proprietorship, but this is based on their decision because two people are involved. Okay, it is inexpensive to establish a business partnership, so it can be either in a formal way or in an informal way. So it's based on their agreement. Now they also have disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of this partnership? They both are, first one, they both are 100% liable if there is any loss or if there is any debt. And selling the business is difficult. So selling the business is difficult means in case if they want to sell the business, then they have to find a new partner. They have to find a new partner if they want to sell the business. Then partnership ends when any partner decides to end it. See, if one of the person says, I'm no longer interested to be your partner, and if he backs down, then if he steps out, then the partnership will end over there because there is no formal sort of agreement inside here. So that is about partnership. Then we have cooperation. Okay, so corporations are for tax purposes. Okay, this is for tax purposes. Separate entities and are considered a legal person. Okay, now this corporation is something which we look forward as legal, and this means, among other things, the profit generated by a corporation are taxed as the personal income of the company. This, all the profit, whatever the corporation is getting, it goes to the company and not any individual person. Then any income distributed to the shareholders as dividends or profits are taxed again as personal income of the owners. Then we have, okay, we'll go for the advantages of corporation. Limits liability of the owner to debts or losses. So if there is an owner, that owner does not have to pay for the whole thing. That is, the liability will be limited. Whatever debt or losses there, the liability will be limited for the owner. And profits and losses belong to the corporation. So whatever profit or whatever loss is there, it will belong to the corporation, as I have told you before. And then if we want to transfer the ownership to someone else, that is also easy. We are talking about the advantage. Then personal assets cannot be seized to pay for business debts. Also, here there is a clear distinction between business and personal life. So if there is any business debt, means they do not have to sacrifice their personal assets. So that is about advantages of corporation. Now coming to the disadvantages of corporation means these are very costly. Corporation operations are very costly. And also if we want to establish a corporation, means that is also costly. Then start a corporate business require, okay, then there is a lot of complex paperwork. This is kind of formal. Okay, so there will be a lot of paperwork and things. And with some exceptions, corporate income is taxed twice. They'll have to pay their taxes twice. Okay. Now this is about the corporation part. Okay, we have learned about corporation, we have learned about partnership, we have learned about sole proprietorship. All these comes under cooperatives. Okay, then we learned about the objectives of the firms: social or environmental concerns, long run profit maximization, sales maximization, and profit maximization. So these were the objectives of firms. So this is it about objectives of firms. If you have any doubts so far, please let me know in the comment section too. Then bye bye.